Yay! And we're back doing the things that we do. So we're gonna do the Lord Souls and then finish the game. We're already almost done with it. Oh, I should do the DLC, that's right. I guess I'll do that separately. And then we'll do Gwyn. I'm gonna fall off something. I don't know where the fuck I'm at right now. But yeah, that poor kid that slammed my face into the floor. He's very lucky that I'm not trying to say, oh, he's fucking lucky, but it's kind of true. You know, it's a good thing I'm a very passive and calm person. And I have a very fucking high pain tolerance. So, you know, I wasn't bleeding or anything. I was just like, ow, that really hurt. You know, what do you do in that situation? What do you fucking plan on doing? You know, getting like fucking heated about it? There's no fucking reason to get mad. This shit just happened. Like that fucking Marakumo cunt just hitting me in the face. Shit just happens, you know? It's not like you can... If you're actively trying to be an... If you're actively... Let me finish my fucking... If you're actively trying to be an asshole in a concert, you know what happens, at least in metal? You get the shit beat out of you and you get kicked out. And I'm talking like... This isn't your, like, fucking... festival grade security. This is like the crowd is the security. Okay, that's... I don't remember where the fuck this is for some dumb reason. It's making me really nervous. So like, the crowd is the security, and the band to an extent, right? It's not what you think when you say, oh, what kind of security? Local bar bands? There is no security, dude. The security is this guy being a dick? And then, like, you say, get the fuck out, and then you shove them out, and then you get in, like, an argument. Right? That... What the fuck? Ugh. Thanks. Dark Souls 1 has balanced areas, by the way. That's what local concerts are like. They're not dangerous. You're at fucking no danger in a concert. At least heavy metal, I always say. There's no fucking danger involved. This isn't the fucking 90s G.G. Allen era fucking rape the crowd sort of shit, you know? This is like the modern age. You can say, oh, that's why it's so fucking pussy. I don't know, man. I've never had any bad times. Well, okay. There was Show Me Your Kicks guy. That guy was a genuine danger. He was very drunk. He was like, goddamn piece of shit. So, when you're drunk, I don't really care, but when you're drunk and dangerous, that's a different story. Like, when someone is genuinely a threat because they're you know, they're fucking so blasted that they're no longer... essentially a functional person. They're just yammering and fucking like that kind of level drunk, belligerent drunk, you know? So he's this fucking old guy, and he just showed up and just walked in. Because admission was only like $5 or $10. I can't remember. It was pretty cheap. Now, and this fucking old bastard, he just shows up. And he just walks in and he sits down at a booth and just starts boo, boo in between every song. Alright, that's already a fucking cunty thing to do. It doesn't matter what kind of genre of music is, that's a really shitty thing to do. And, okay, here's where it gets even better. So, the bands are getting pissed at this guy. Because these are all, like, local bands, you know? We're all just going outside after each leg. They're like 2-hour sets, right? They're 2-hour sets. Each one's about 30 minutes or so, depending on the booking, you know? And, it's like, fucking... I get it. It's not a huge concert. There's not that many people there. Oh, you fucking toxic asshole. It's like, okay, you paid like $10 compared to $180 tickets for a large-scale concert. but that doesn't mean your etiquette has to match, like, you know, you don't need to be an asshole, okay? That's just my opinion. If you don't like the band, leave. That's... Do I even have to say it, you know? That's common sense. If you don't like the band, why are you there? You don't need to be there if you don't like it. So quit being an asshole. Now, so this guy's heckling for like 30 minutes, and eventually he goes outside, and we just kind of say, oh, I guess he's gone. No. He gets even more drunk. And so it's like, we're waiting outside, you know, with the next leg to start. Because there's like 10, 15 minutes between each set, for each, like, band, with these kind of events, you know? And he's walking up to us, and he's so fucking... He just comes out of nowhere. I don't know where the fuck he came from. He just appeared. And we're all outside just talking, whatever, and then this fucking drunk asshole, he just comes up... He's wearing like a fucking, like, ball cap and something, you know? So he's just fucking stupid looking in my mind. Backwards ball cap in your 60s, what the fuck are you trying to do? Which I would find out eventually what he was trying to do, which was really shitty. Let's do... We've already done Four Kings. We'll do Demon Ruins. So he's already being an asshole, you know? I don't like this guy just on principle, because he's already established that he's nothing but trouble, okay? And he comes up to us, like 2 or 3 people, and he just goes, I love you, man. I'll show you my kicks. I'm gonna show you my kicks. And we're just like kind of humoring him at this point because we think he's just drunk and stupid. And one of the band people was in the crowd before they started, and he's like, I don't fucking like that guy. Get him away from me. So he leaves, and this other kid's there, and he's like, come on, man, whatever. And, like, he suddenly goes from doing these little, like, shitty shin-high kicks to all of a sudden puts fucking both of his arms up and does full-blown fucking punches towards us. Like, and he's going... like 3 or 4 punches in a fucking second. And he's really drunk. So it's amazing he's able to have this kind of coherency and clarity, okay? And he's throwing these little hooks, and all of a sudden it goes from, we're having fun fucking with this guy, to, oh my god, he's fucking dangerous. And like, we're like, whoa, 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 calm down. He's like, I love you guys, I wouldn't hit you. I love you guys. And we're like, this fucking guy. And like, so at this point we know he's trouble. So we go to the owner of the bar or whatever, and we're like, this guy's fucking trouble. He's tried to hit us outside. Can you guys call the police or something to get him out of here? They're like, oh, well, we have problems with him, blah, 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 before. And so all of a sudden, one of my friends I was with, that initially was part of the group of people I was going to concerts with at the time, she goes, oh, yeah, that guy actually tried to grope, like, one of my friends, and he got kicked out of here like 3 or 4 times because he tries to grope women, and they were, like, actually kids. And I was like, you know that moment where you don't like someone, and it's just kind of like, I don't like this guy. This turned that I don't really like this guy into fuck this guy. I don't like him at all. And so this is where the story gets fun. So he's still, at this point, they can't call dispatch on him because even though he's drunk and publicly intoxicated, which... I don't care. It's a concert. You're allowed to, at this point, you were allowed to buy things from the bar. You weren't really allowed to take alcohol into the venue and stuff, right? This guy was actually, like, purchasing drinks. So, he's not breaking any laws, even though realistically he had attempted assault. But, so they give him a fucking chaperone. I don't know who this guy is or where he came from. They just basically gave him a chaperone and told him to sit down, and if he was unruly... we essentially had carte blanche to kick him out as the crowd. But we didn't kick him out. Of course we didn't kick him out. This guy's fucking... I don't like him, so now I'm at the point where I'm just like, alright, let's fucking have some fun. And he is still drunk, but they're giving him water because I think they cut off his drinks. And so he's sitting in this table, and he's still like, boo! Boo! Like, that's how he's doing it. And after one song, as the next song's gonna start, he goes, Y'all are doing nothing but Seattle headbanging. You're fucking doing nothing but Seattle headbanging. You're a bunch of fucking pussies and you're Seattle headbanging. I can never forget that sentence or that expression because I've never heard it. And I turned to him and I'm like, oh yeah, really? So what's Seattle headbanging? And he's like, what you guys are fucking doing? And I'm just sitting there, I'm laughing my ass off. And so as the next, like, band leaves, because the other people were only there for like 15 or 20 minutes, I think, and then they just left. I don't blame them, because this fucking guy was killing everyone's mood and drastically reducing the amount of people at the concert. And so my friend I was with, she's like, I'm really not having fun. That guy's really ruining it. I'm like, yeah, I know. I got a good idea, watch this. And he's like, you guys are playing nothing but fucking, I don't remember what he was saying, but I was like, oh yeah, you know what? He's like, he said, you guys are playing nothing but the same shit. It's not real music like Led Zeppelin and fucking Black Sabbath and like Ozzy Osbourne. And I'm like, oh yeah, you mean like da 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 da? And he's like, yeah, and like bands like Alice in Chains, and I just start. I'm like, yeah, you know, like, and then I can't remember what song I made up, but it wasn't like Alice in Chains. And he just sort of looks at me, and then like another person starts catching on to what I'm doing, and we're legitimately making this guy slowly realize we're just making fun of him. Because he's saying bands, like, yeah, like that, yeah. And like, we're just fucking saying the complete opposite of what he's saying, or just complete bullshit. And he sort of realizes it, and I was like, yeah, Slayer, I love Metallica, they're my favorite band from that era, or something like that. And that's when he started to sober up a little bit, probably, and realized we were fucking with him. And he just glared at me, like, ugh. And so, like, as an act of solidarity to the band that had performed last, after this asshole had caused such a fucking annoyance to everybody, I actually bought them some French fries. I know that sentence alone is just probably very strange, but I bought them some food, and like, I think I bought them a drink or two, because like, I felt really bad that this fucking jackass was there ruining their fucking experience. And at some point his chaperone was like forced to make him leave, and my friend I was with, she was just like, yeah, this is kind of a bad time, I'm sorry. And I'm like, yeah, it's alright, it's a story to tell. And, you know, obviously it was a story to tell, because here we are, right? So, in terms of like, fuck! That was way too close, god damn. In terms of like danger, when he was still belligerently drunk and before he had a chaperone, he was genuinely dangerous. He could have actually fucking punched one of us out or something, and we would not have known it, because it just fucking came out of nowhere. Like, that was weird. I was like, okay, this guy's really a threat. And then knowing he was a pedo just made it even funnier. I'm like, yeah, now I don't respect you at all. And now I'm just gonna fucking mess with you, and you totally deserve whatever stupid shit we do to you, because you're just an asshole, right? So, in my opinion, this guy is the definition of, it's not heavy metal that's dangerous. It's the fucking jackasses that wander in drunk and they ruin it for everyone else. This is why it's not that. It's just alcohol and stupid people do not mix. Like, they just don't. I need to use Gold Tracer here because he's immune to fire, by the way. So, when people are like, oh, fucking heavy metal is really dangerous. Yeah, cool, I'm sure you watched that thing on fucking, what's it called? I almost said Mari. It's not Mari Povich. Fuck! I gotta think. Hang on a second. He was the guy that he died recently. Evangelical kind of guy. Bob Ross did a thing with him. I'm trying not to say Phil Donahue. That's who it was. Yeah, people like Phil Donahue made it seem like heavy metal concerts were like battlegrounds to like fight people, and that the music was secondary. You know, you can't avoid this kind of shit, but there's always going to be that one guy that shows up drunk at any concert. It doesn't matter what genre of music it is. One really rowdy, depressed, drunk person is enough to cause a heap of trouble to absolutely everybody involved. It doesn't matter, like, if it's hip-hop anonymous, or damn you, you give him the easy ones, okay? It's always going to be this way. It doesn't seem to matter. But then again, there's always that one fucking jackass, right? We all know this. If you're in this culture, you understand it. There's always that one guy, that one stupid motherfucker that tries to fight people. Not fight, I should say, but essentially gives people the invitation to beat the shit out of them because they're so stupid at what they're doing. I don't care if you're like, oh, it's part of slam culture. It's like, no, it's called being an asshole and bad etiquette. Don't do this. If you're the kind of person that flails your arms around and you fucking, like, do the windmill with your arms, get the fuck out, okay? You don't need to be there. That is genuinely dangerous shit, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Nobody likes that. The people that say they like that are idiots. And if you're drunk, good luck, because you're going to hit somebody and you're going to cause someone to get real mad. You know, there's some unwritten rules, but it's also common sense. Okay, there's a few unwritten pit rules. Don't grope women. That's the number one thing. Don't be that guy, okay? And just because there's boobies around you doesn't mean grab them, okay? Or butts, okay? Don't do that. You'll get your ass sent right the fuck back outside. Or you're gonna have a fist in your face, okay? This may sound like macho posturing, but heavy metal is all about respect and mutual respect, and, you know, you don't go and pay like X amount of dollars to go see your favorite band or whatever and have some jackass ruin it for you, okay? Rule number 2, don't throw shit. Ever. Don't do it. I don't care if you think it's a good idea. Don't throw your shoes. Don't throw a shirt. Well, that's not a big deal. Don't throw shoes. Don't throw bottles. I don't mean at the crowd, or sorry, at the stage. Just in general. Don't do it. Do you want to know one of the most dangerous things I've ever had happen at a concert? Was some asshole threw some shoes around in a mosh pit, and like they just sort of circulated around the fucking venue, and I remember I can't see. No one can see the ground, essentially. Like, there's just so much movement, you can't keep track of everything, especially if you're in the pit. So, when you throw shoes in there, that's a good way to break someone's ankle. Don't do that shit. That's stupid, okay? That's not me telling you what to do. That's just common sense. Don't do that. Same with bottles. It doesn't matter if it's glass, plastic, or a can. I've fucking fallen on glass bottles before, and let me tell you, it's a fucking harrowing experience each time you do it. Granted, I have all the shots I need because of my job, but that doesn't mean it's a good idea to fall on glass, okay? Do you really want to go home with a glass bottle shoved halfway down your fucking, like, neck? No, you don't. Don't answer that you do, because you don't, I guarantee you. So, like, when people assume that heavy metal concerts and mosh pits are like these just... they're just these, like, freebie zones to do whatever you want. Hell no. Another unwritten rule, but it's also common sense. Don't fucking try, okay? Do not try this. Do not try to get on stage. That is a terrible idea. Unless the band is inviting everybody to get on the stage to do stuff, do not try it on your own without provocation. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get the hell beat out of you, either by the band, and the band will stop playing if they're smart. Well, I don't know. This is a 50-50 thing. I wouldn't keep playing. I'd be like, fuck this, I'm done. Like, and you wonder why people get salty. It's because of shit like this. Well, it depends, you know. It's all dependent on the person. But I would probably say, I don't want to play right now. I'm going to take a break because this is bullshit. You know, you're ruining it for other people. That's the thing. Also, do not do that. Because you don't know what's going on. You don't know if the set has pyrotechnics. You don't know if you roll onto a fucking firework or something and get lit on fire. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't do it. If security pulls your ass off the thing, there's a reason for it. If you're not supposed to be there, you're not supposed to be there. That's common sense. Don't do it. It's a bad idea, and it ruins everyone else's experience. Some people get really squidgy about this one, but I don't give a shit. Keep your fucking phone in your pocket. It ruins the experience for everybody there. I don't care if you take a picture or two, that's fine. Do not, and I repeat, do not be that guy that tries to be a professional photographer in the middle of the fucking mosh pit. Go take that shit somewhere else. That makes everybody so fucking angry. And you know, I remember there was an early controversy of Corey Taylor smacking someone's phone out of their hands back in the day, like in 2016 or so, and people threw a big fucking fit. And you know what? I don't care. You're paying, especially if it's a front row seat. If you're wanting to see a band you like, I don't care if you record a song that means something to you. If a band is playing for 2 hours and you're recording all 2 hours of it, no one wants to see that. Okay? You're not a professional cameraman or woman. Okay? You're not a professional photographer. Unless you're a professional photographer that's been contracted to fucking film the thing, don't do it. Do you know how stupid it makes you feel when you're trying to, like, mosh with other people and all of a sudden this fucking dumbass keeps, like, bumping into you and they're on their, oh, excuse me. It's like, it's not just the fact that it's rude, it's one less thing that it's one more thing you have to pay attention to, and it's one more thing that can cause someone to go, hey, what the fuck? Because you're getting in the way. Okay? If you don't understand why that's bad, I can't help you. Like, it's common courtesy. Everyone there has paid money to go see it, and you're sitting there with your fucking phone in someone's face. That's really, really annoying. Like I said, I don't give a shit if you take a picture or two, or you just record one song that you really wanted to hear live, because maybe it means a lot to you. That's 3 minutes out of the whole concert. That's fine. I don't really give a shit. I'd probably do it too. If I got to see Korn and they played something I really like personally, I might do it. But you know what? I would put my phone the fuck back down. Because here's the other thing. If you have your phone out and you get bumped and you drop your phone, it's gone. I'm sorry. It's just gone. It's not coming back. If you lose it and it gets broken, oh well. No one's responsible for it. It's your fucking responsibility to keep your items out of the fucking concert. If there's a reason they don't let you bring certain shit into certain concerts, like, gee, I don't know, really dangerous objects like fucking knives and like shit like that, okay? Some people can say that modern security is pretty strict for concerts. I've been to quite a few mellow concerts and everything, and they're more strict than anything. But there's a good reason for that. You know, it's like, you don't want something to hit the ground and all of a sudden it's in someone's back. Those are like the only things that people care about when you go to a concert, is they do not want to be put in danger and they want to have fun. If you ruin that for everybody else, of course people are going to get mad. What do you expect to happen? Like, seriously, if you... Excuse me? Double excuse me? If you show up and you start acting like a tool bag, okay, and you start fucking doing the windmill, okay, because you think you're fucking the coolest guy ever, you know what? You can do the windmill shit all you want, just don't do it around other people. I think that's the most important thing. Don't windmill into people, okay? You just leave other people the fuck alone at that point. Okay, if you're gonna get in other people's way intentionally and make the concert dangerous, fuck you. That's all that I have to say on that, because it's... Do I need to even say it? Like, do you even need to hear me say, oh, well, it's bad etiquette? Because it's fucking obvious it's bad etiquette. You don't need me to tell you that, right? You know, triple kill! Double kill! My mistake! It's like, yeah, what do you expect? People do not want to go, like, well, it's fine if you go home bruised because you're having fun. Nice fucking model. Anyways, it's not, it's just, it's good etiquette, okay? It's like, I don't give a shit if you're angry and aggressive. Go listen to the album or whatever you're listening to on your own time and beat the shit out of a punching bag. Don't take it out on everyone else there. Because moshing is not about beating the shit out of each other. It's about... It's just impossible to explain. Unless you've been in one, you just don't know. It's not about fucking hitting the shit out of each other. You're moving each other around to the music and you're having fun collaboratively as one giant movement. That's the feeling of a mosh pit. So, when people are like, oh, you're just going and punch people. What the fuck do you expect? This isn't the fucking 80s, okay? It was like the fucking punk rock kids that are gonna come in and be like, give me your fucking money. No one's doing that, alright? Also, another unwritten rule that I personally believe in is you should absolutely, positively clap after you know the song is over. I can't explain it anymore. Like, don't clap in between shit. That just bothers me on a fundamental level that I can't quite understand. Like, when the band is still playing and you don't know, just wait till they're clearly done with the song to clap. I mean, unless it's like a really cool part. And it's like, yeah, that's neat. Cool solo, bro. Whatever. Like, that's fine. Oh, I gotta show this. I didn't show it off last time. Alright, you gotta see this. So, this is so fucking cursed. Watch the snake man that runs out. That's a player model. That's not the snake man animation set. Now you can never unsee it. You're welcome. So, like, when when I'm telling you these things, this isn't like fucking Jared Dines fucking beta male metal rules, okay? Jared Dines is a cool guy. I don't give a shit. I think his fans are insufferable. Him as a person, he's fine. I don't care. He's a good kid. Like, I like how I say kid, and he's like 5 years older than me. But, you know, would you rather go to a concert with Fuck Hands McMike, okay? Or would you rather go to a concert with someone like me? That's the more important question, right? Who do you think has the etiquette, and who do you think doesn't, okay? Respect each other. That's why you're all there, because fundamentally you're all there for music. You're not there to beat the shit out of each other, okay? So, what the fuck is so hard to understand about this, right? Like, and you know, this is the important thing. This isn't an unwritten rule, it's just common sense. Some of the people that are playing are so fucking nervous, because some people haven't even played live in front of people sometimes before. Just encourage them. I mean, even unless they're a genuinely shitty band, then it's totally different. But, you know, it's like, I remember there was one concert I saw, they came all the way down from California, and their band abandoned them, and he was genuinely just him with an acoustic guitar, and he was really stressed the fuck out, alright? The crowd wasn't very big, it was probably only about 40 or 50 people, but keep in mind, the 3 other people had stranded him in the middle of, like, Oregon, and just fucking flaked on him, and he was finding this out less than 2 hours before the concert. He was scared shitless, okay? This guy was like 19, I'm pretty sure. And, like, he was either 19 or 20, he was really young. And you don't know where you're fucking at. Stop that goddamn dancing. Dancing is forbidden. Can I get a trident? No. Fucking why would I? So, like, he's stranded, essentially, with no idea where his other bandmates are at a gig that he didn't understand, like, the area. Like, okay, do you know how fucking nerve-wracking that is? And you're the only person there, and you still have the gall to perform? That's fucking dedication. I was in the front, there wasn't a pit. This wasn't a pit kind of band. But I was in the front, and I was like, yeah, I clapped after every time. It wasn't my cup of tea. It was a little poppy. I didn't really like it. But you know what was really cool, and it made me so fucking happy at the end? And this is, when people ask me, what is heavy metal culture like? This is what it's like. After the concert, he came up to me. It was like 9:30 at night or something. And it's dark, and I'm just bullshitting with a few friends, you know. And he comes up to me, and he says, "You seem to be really positive, and I'm so thankful that someone in the crowd was actually enthused, and, you know, that meant a lot to me. I really want to say thank you." And I'm like, "Oh, no problem, man. You guys did, or, well, you did good." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It was a little awkward. I didn't expect the fact that nobody would show up." And it was actually a higher turnout than he expected, so it was a lot of people he didn't fucking know, and just him and an acoustic guitar. That's a lot of fucking pressure. And we just talked for like a half an hour, and like, he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem, man. See you. Have a good day. Thank you so much for coming out." We talked about like, I can't remember what the fuck we talked about. This is like 7 or so years ago, but we talked for like a good half hour, because I think that he was like the last guy at the set or whatever that night. And like, because I think the other people, one of them got sick, so they had to cancel. So it was like, you know, that. I think we were talking about weight loss or something. I don't know. I don't know. He was like really happy that he was losing weight, because he was like, it was actually really uncomfortable because I'm going through like weight loss. That's what it was. And I told him, "Oh, don't worry, man. I was like, when I was younger, I was like super obese, and like, I went through all these issues and blah blah blah." And he was like, "Oh wow, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was telling him about like some of the shit I went through, and he's like, "Oh, that makes me feel better." Like, that. I don't know this person. We come from different states. Clearly we don't like the same kind of music in it, you know, kind of. And like, I just don't really like poppy kind of acoustic stuff. It's just not, it's not to say it's bad. I always say this, just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. And holy fuck. Whoa. Someone took their fucking vitamins this morning. I mean, it's New Game Plus. That just can fucking happen. But you know, I made his day. We talked about personal experiences. He had fun. I made his musical journey at that point into Oregon actually kind of worth it, despite the fact that afterwards he was like, "Well, I gotta go find the rest of my bandmates and figure out what the fuck to do. It was really nice to play here." I was like, oh, God. I felt like offering him a ride to wherever, but I don't trust people that much, you know. I'm not gonna do that unless it's somebody I know personally. That's different. But that story always sticks with me, because that is the essence of heavy metal. It is 100% community. And I don't mean community in the fucking loosey-goosey, the tech deck community, the Lego community. No. Community in the sense of you are all there for the same respect and care for each other. You all come from different backgrounds. You all come from different places. You all come from different musical interests and genres and ability. That respect and that kindness and friendship, it's not like we're best friends, we share each other's RuneScape passwords kind of friendship. That's like the ultimate friendship, okay? But it's the friendship of camaraderie. We're in this together. I would not say ride or die, because that's a very different kind of Gen Z shit thing. But, you know, it's a very, very, very... I don't know how to explain it. It's just this very... It's just a very... I don't think there's a word for it. Brotherhood, I guess? That's probably the best way to explain it, or just... I can't... There's no words. No words can describe this feeling. And if you get it, you get it. There's just... It's indescribable. It's a very powerful emotional connection just through music. And I think if people always ask me, what do I love more? The communal aspect? The concert aspect? Or do I like the musical aspect? And I fucking love all of it. Okay? You know, to me, There's nothing like it. There is absolutely nothing like it. But in a live setting with hundreds of people you don't know, that don't know you probably, you may go with a few friends here and there, whatever, you know, that's one thing. But we're gonna get the tail cut, because fuck it. You know, you may not know each other, but you're all there for the same goal, to have fun, to escape, to have a semblance of fun with each other, and you're not there to start fights. You're not there to, oh Jesus! You're not there to do whatever. You may be there for the band playing, that's true, but you fucking albino bastard! Anyways, fucking up my story, cunt. Anyways, you're there because the actual aspect of community. And this is why I say, I fucking hate when people are, oh, the fucking Lego community, the fucking, It's like, fuck that shit. Community in this day and age doesn't mean what it actually means. It means a group of segmented, hostile, insular people. With heavy metal, that's a different entire thing. I'd hesitate to say the word is family, because that seems a little too deep, but just brotherhood, right? You may like one band and hate another band, but there's still common ground between all of you, right? There's something that just compels you to have that. It's like, okay, I don't really like modern rap, and I'm not a huge rap guy, obviously, but there's understanding. There's a huge part of cultural understanding between all of us, right? So when people are like, oh, rap music's just for black people. Music as a culture and like the entire thing, bullshit. Music unites you regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation, whatever. You can have overlap, but you know, people don't like Eminem because he's white, and if you do, that's really fucking petty. People like Eminem because he's relatable. People like Korn because it's relatable. People like black metal because they're depraved individuals, but it's relatable, right? You know, that's what the essence of music and culture is. It's unlike anything else on the planet, and it makes me so happy to be a part of. Because I can go to the grocery store, see a guy with a Mayhem t-shirt with the fucking blown out skull of Dead on it, standing in line at customer service, and I can have a conversation with him for like 40 fucking minutes. We don't know each other. We really don't know each other. But we feel like we have this weird mutual understanding. This actually happened, by the way, like 4 or 5 months ago. And, like, you know what I mean? That. And we talked for like 40 minutes. We don't know anything about each other. And like, it's this weird, we talked about music and we talked about some shit going on in the world and talked about like our own personal things we do. Like he found out I was an ambient musician. I didn't tell him what I did, 100%. Because it's not my business to tell people what I do. You know, like, I don't like to be like, oh, I'm a fucking musician, because it feels really disingenuous, even though it's true. You know, it's like, I'm humble about it. I'm not fucking gonna be like, oh, fucking obviously, don't you know who I am? I'm K-12 Machinima, blah, 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 blah. Do I really sound like that? I really hope I don't. But, holy fuck, I forget how fucking insane Hydra is in New Game Plus. Oh! I don't think you can block this, can you? God damn it, god damn it! I gotta get just barely ahead. Let me get in there. I'm gonna die. Yep. Oh, fuck. It doesn't matter. You know, do I like rap because I want to fit in with the gangstas? No, I like some rap because it really fucking relates to me on a personal level, having grown up poor and having everyone against you. Like, that kind of shit relates to everybody. music is communal in the sense of if you've understood the lyrics or you understand the plot of the music, whatever the fucking artist is trying to convey, you get it. You totally fucking get it. Why do country fans seem so fucking insufferable? Because a lot of them are just white trash. That's true. But they're all there because they like the same kind of music, and I can't fucking hate you for that. You gotta have something in somebody you like. That's what music teaches you, is that everyone fucking may be completely different. You may come from completely different backgrounds, but you're there for the same kind of reasons. You don't do it because you want to fight. You don't do it because you want to get drunk. This goes for any genre. But, you know, you'll never find something quite like it, especially with heavy metal. I don't think it ever comes close. You know, some people say that, like, Katy Perry and her clique is really, like, touchy-feely, emotional, good towards each other, community kind of thing. It may not be my cup of tea, but if that's what it's like and it brings people together and they feel happy, well, who the fuck am I to tell them to feel bad for what they like? Who the fuck are you to tell them for feeling bad of what they like, right? Why am I so fucking deep this episode? I don't know either. This is just how this game makes me. Because this is New Game Plus and I'm kind of on autopilot. You know, it's like, who am I to tell people that their music is shit? Unless it's genuinely shit like Blood on the Dance Floor, which is fucking hot trash and their singer's a kid diddler, you know, then you have every right to make fun of it. But if you don't get it, and you don't know it, you best shut the fuck up. Even, it goes for even me. I can't talk shit about bands I don't know anything about. Why the fuck would I? I don't know anything about their music or culture. Why the fuck should I care? Well, at the same time, why the fuck should I care? I can acknowledge that something exists, like, and be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. It's a weird kind of mutual respect. Like, I don't like Imagine Dragons at all. I had an ex-girlfriend who listened to them fucking constantly. I don't dislike them as people. I don't like their music. I think that they're talented musicians, but I just don't like their music. That doesn't mean that they're bad. It's like, just because they're like, oh, who was it? They were, oh, for fuck's sake. They were, yeah, I think it might have been Imagine Dragons. I think someone was like, they became the new, Nickelback to make fun of. And I'm like, you know, I don't really think that's fair, because they don't really do anything egregiously awful. I'm just saying this from memory. I don't know what they're like nowadays, and I don't really give a shit. But, you know, it's like, are they... I've listened to their music. I don't really like it, but am I gonna say that they're bad people and that the fans are stupid because they like music that I don't like? No. Would I ever personally listen to their music? No. Do I have the fucking thing? Did it not... Oh my god, do I have to go back and get it? Or did I just fuck it up? It don't matter, I'll try and do what I know works. It's like, yeah, I don't like Imagine Dragons at all. 'Cause I'm standing on top of the world. I don't fucking think their music's that good, but that's just my own personal taste, you know? I don't think that they deserve to be hated because they're successful. I don't think success equates to... Actually, I don't think money equates to success. It does in a kind of loosey-goosey way, of course. But at the same time, I also don't equate jealousy with not liking something. I don't think I'd call myself jealous of some band that I don't personally like, because that just seems like a really dumb reason. It's like, oh, you just don't like him because you're jealous. It's like, what? How the fucking why would I be jealous of something I don't have any interest in? That's like a classic smooth brain response to shit that I just don't understand. Like, when someone says, like, oh, you don't like it because you're just jealous, I immediately discredit their opinion, because it's not a real opinion. Did I fuck this up? I don't think I did, but I'm gonna find out in a minute. It's like, oh, you don't like it because you're a hater. It's like, or I just don't like it. You know, that's It's entirely possible, I think, to dislike something without hating it or being jealous. Do I like PewDiePie? No, not really. Do I respect his work? Of course. He's a fucking success because he ground at it. Do I like Markiplier's videos? Not really. Do I like Markiplier as a guy? Yeah, he seems alright. Like, he's one of the few massive YouTubers that hasn't became a fucking train wreck. That's quite impressive if you ask me. And he stands up for, like, the little man. You know, I think that's the most important thing you can do. He has my respect. He has a lot of other people's respect, too, because he's just a pretty... God damn it, we have to go there, don't we? There was that thing a couple of years ago where it was like, everyone's like, oh, it's 'cause the guy's black. I don't think that had anything to do with it. But he played like some game and like he got his video demonetized, which that sucks. It's also why I refuse to monetize my videos, because I don't fucking want to deal with the fucking oversensitive bullshit. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon in the description and on my channel. And all that money goes to like supporting my cat's vet bills and stuff, by the way. You know, it's like I don't think that it was racially motivated, because anything that people consider racially motivated in this day and age is just like a 50-50 it might be, because people are so fucking hypersensitive to call things racist, sexist, homophobic, or transphobic on impulse, and it's really embarrassing. But, no, Markiplier said something like, well, I did the exact same video, like, of the same game he's playing, and I included the same exact clip, so where's my demonetization at? Like, and then YouTube went, oops, and like, yeah, and Mark like stuck up for him. That's fucking awesome, okay? You can dislike Markiplier as a person or his videos, but that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. That's what actual community is, not fucking self-aggrandizing bullshit like people like Mr. Beast, who, you know, I've never seen a single one of his videos. I don't really have anything against him as a person, and I do agree that he probably has done some pretty dubious shit, but he still grounded the system. You know, I think I can respect his legacy. I'm sure people can disagree with me on that. Just because I've never watched a single one of his videos, and I don't personally... From what I understand, he just does, like, basic YouTube challenge videos that appeal to, like, 10-year-olds, right? Isn't that what he does? I don't care. If he's good at what he does, that's something you can at least respect, I would suppose. I don't personally like that kind of content, but if he excels at it and he's good at it, you know, I can't really knock him for it, right? You know, I don't know him personally, but I can agree he probably has done some dubious shit. I definitely agree with the sentiment that he has a lot of money, he's gone broke a few times, whatever, you know. He does kind of help prove the point that money is just a concept, but, and I'm not saying that because, ooh, capitalism bad, because I support capitalism. It's the only system that we've got that actually kind of works, so I'm not gonna whine too much. But, you know, Mr. Beast fucking up, cool. I mean, I will admit, it's quite amazing how fast and hardcore he's falling. Usually, YouTubers go years of dragging it out kind of things with these sorts of situations, but with Mr. Beast, it seems to be all at once. It's kind of entertaining. And I don't think that like, 100% of it's true, because a lot of... I always say it's a slippery slope when you go with allegations versus hardcore fact, and I don't think people should be considered guilty until proven innocent. I don't agree with that. Unless the evidence is so fucking overwhelming that you're just ignorant and stupid if you're saying otherwise. As far as I can tell, he's done some dumb shit, but you gotta respect that fucking grind. Like, that's insane. Like, he fucking... The amount of shit that man has done to get to where he's at is actually quite impressive. Doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean that what he's done in his life or whatever is perfect. But the the dedication to it is quite impressive. And you know, as fucking, and someone can think I'm terrible for saying this, but if he's willing to go cutthroat to try and go fucking hardcore into getting like mass appeal, it's shitty, but it's dedication. It's a little sociopathic, I agree, but it clearly worked out for him. You know, it's like people can shit on like Michael Jackson all you want, but the fucking dedication that guy put into his career was unbelievable. Same with people like Prince, same with people like Mike Tyson and everyone. Like, sure, they were bad guys and they broke the rules, whatever, fucking, you know, but if they got to where they were, that's fucking, there's a little bit of, like, I can't explain it. It's just like, I don't like them, but I can respect that. It's kind of like, that's how I think it should be, right? Do I think Nikocado Avocado is a good YouTuber? No. Do I think he earned his success? No. Well, sure. He earned his success by filling a niche of gross, borderline pornographic shit. Okay? But can I respect his weird 2-year commitment thing that he did? Two steps ahead thing? Fuck yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool. Do I think it's a good standard to set for other YouTubers to do? No. I think it's really dangerous and really stupid. But, you know, that's fucking awesome. That's like social engineering RuneScape scam. Awesome, bad, awesome. It's kind of cool how shitty that is. I love that. That's why I'm like, you know, when you can pull your, that's like, it's as cliche and stupid as it sounds. That's like the American dream, right? Clawing your way against the system to get to the top and maybe stay at the top. Like, that's pretty impressive. And I can't knock people for their success unless it's genuinely ill-gotten success, like through crime and shit. There's a certain line where I can say it's shitty, of course, but I respect the fact that they've gotten to where they were. I haven't done it, so I'll see you in the next one. Maybe I'll do it by that one. Maybe this video will blow up and I'll become a multi-bajillionaire. Please don't give me money.